Okay. Good morning. Never have cats. Okay, so welcome back to Alan Wake. We will be continuing on into episode 4. Just a note, I figured out the problem with the volume for the game. For some reason, Windows keeps saving the Windows audio mixer thing when you click on the little speaker in your taskbar. It saves the audio for this game at 50%, and I don't know why. I'm having to, like, when I boot the game, and then I have to open up Windows volume and turn the volume back up to 100, and then when I close the game and I reopen it, it's back open at 50. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but that seems to be the problem with why the game was so quiet before. So, with that said, let's continue. Wait. Jeez, I really I need to get my need to get my whole pre-stream routine down a little better. Okay. So, Nightmare episode 4.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Seriously, we have been chasing that kidnapper for the last 2 episodes. It's like 4 hours of game time, and it was just a total red herring. That's like half the game's length right here. This is nothing, you know?
Hartman.
I hate it.
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
This guy is a very bad doctor.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Now, I'm not saying what happened to Hartman in Control was deserved necessarily, but this is pretty,
The door was locked.
pretty
I was
scummy
a
shit.
prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you, so sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
I want to punch this guy in his nose again.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
Of course. Night Springs, the video game. Hey, it's Death Rally. You remember us talking about that before? Death Rally is Remedy's first video game. Shining lights on the shadow, or the Taken, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what the green and red. I'm assuming red are enemies of some sort.
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Oh my god, my cat. I just gave her, like, she has super
Now,
amounts
Alan,
of food right
from
now. I
past
don't know what she's
experience
whining
with
about.
you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Well, here in the real world, that would probably make a lot more sense, but this is a video game. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. Thomas Zane, in the memory of a dear friend and poet. Hey, it's that line from that Jesse remembers from Control.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well?
Because you're
It's very
lying.
natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Yeah, definitely impressed by trophy hunters. Shooting wild animals from hundreds of yards away and calling
Hartman
it
had
man
mentioned that the
versus
power had
nature.
been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like
Oh,
me to go
another
away so
QR
you won't
code.
be
Will this one work on my
scared.
phone?
You can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
It goes to a YouTube of some sort.
Elbow strike.
Vision number 3. Let's see if I can get this on the microphone.
A primordial forest. The colors of the fall.
Alan, please.
The mist.
This way.
A caldera lake. Silence echoes. Loud. It's too late to hear the words. The man, naked, crawls to the shore. Like a birth? To say that would be a lie. Nothing like a birth. The opposite. He staggers to his feet. A carcass of a deer lies on the shore, rotting amidst driftwood. The man is afraid, beside himself. Who is he? He doesn't himself know. Dark waves have washed it away. A blank page where this horror story will be written. He remembers darkness, feels the shadow pressing down on him, coming after him. He must get away. He runs to the forest, to a fate worse than death.
Interesting. Wait, didn't he just say... Oh, never mind. There's an arrow there. I was gonna say, didn't he just say those doors went to the office? The Creator's Dilemma, the engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartman, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow explained in his own words, now available in bookstores across the country. Yeah, well, apparently his technique is kidnapping people and then drugging them and manipulating them into believing that they're sick. Well, that's not creepy.
Hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Why would you want to keep those in your office? That's pretty dark and creepy shit.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We are here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and/or periods of creativity. Also, Please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Yeah, see, this is like, he came here with Alice, and like, would he be committed here, or like, obviously that guy in the waiting room has a little bit more difficulty than Alan does. So would Emil be like lax enough to let Alan stay out, or like as an outpatient, or would he be committing Alan here, and Alice wouldn't be allowed to come and visit him?
There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm!
Night Springs is the board game.
This place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does. We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So, one thing...
so tired. Built the farm close to the lake.
A place of power. Ooh. We've heard that before. So, one thing that is interesting is that in order to have Tord and Odin be a little bit more present in the story of Alan Wake 2, they're de-aged, like, slightly. They aren't...
Through the window, hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Rest in peace, Balder.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man.
Wow, there's a lot of dialogue here. You guys done yet? Okay.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
So they are still in an old folks home in Alan Wake 2, but like they can stand and they do stuff in the game. They're not this old like they are in Alan Wake 1. I guess once they figured that they were actually going to be returning characters, they had to do something.
Because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. They're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up, and the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too, and I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me, and everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up! But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
A little bit of an in-joke there for Remedy.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Sure, big guy. Let's go use the typewriter.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't be using the typewriter.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't
My
know.
hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh,
Oh,
afraid of the
manuscript
crazy
page.
brothers, are ya? Not so.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast,
Sinclair looked
aren't they?
bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming.
Backstage is
I could
all
get the key
yours,
to the
Tom.
office wing from
Seize your
Sinclair.
destiny.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages.
Come out and
That's
face
where he'd
the
been keeping
music,
them.
Birch. It's time to pay the
Okay, well, I don't know
piper.
if she deserved to be hit in the head with a hammer. That's probably really bad. that can actually kill her.
Wrinkled adult diapered asses for it, since you're so tough, Birch.
Oh, camera freak out there.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Okay, well, maybe Hartman deserves to be hit in the head with a hammer.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Yeah, Hartman is, like, super fucked up. Like, this dude needs to go to jail.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Yeah, this is pretty dark stuff.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Hey, is that Barry?
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in?
Barry?
He's hiding behind him.
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
I think it's a little harsh to blame Rose for this.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Hartman can go get fucked, so I don't feel too bad about it.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Now, if I remember correctly, there is a moment in here where a Night Springs episode plays, and you can only see it from from behind a door in the middle of a big scene. So you got to be careful and keep an eye out. Except for the part where that kills me. Came from. Okay. Oh, well then. Oh, just has to okay, see, that's how you know that your design is bad. If you have to respawn an item in the previous room so you can kill, so you can open the door, that's bad design. That's too much. Oh, looks like I won't get another free one. I think it's right here.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse, It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction. To be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Most of us have felt the shivers. A shiver down your back.
Hang on, I guess I gotta turn the music down, otherwise we're not gonna hear it.
A glimpse from the corner of the eye. You can't find it on purpose, but take a wrong turn, board the wrong bus, wonder where you are when you wake up, and you will find yourself in the small town of Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Doomed Samaritan. Sometimes, even the simplest things prove impossible. Consider, you get in a car and leave a life behind. Easy? Not tonight.
Thanks for the ride, Mark. I'm so glad to be leaving this place. You have no idea.
What, Night Springs? Come on, Linda. Relax. It's not that bad. Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, God. There's someone in the road. I think there's been an accident. Are you all right?
Oh no, Linda! Oh no! It was me on the road! Wait! Tell him to watch out for the truck! Watch out for the truck!
My God, Mark?
No, please! God, no! Linda! Linda!
Thanks for the ride, Mark. I'm so glad to be leaving this place.
What, Night Springs? Come on, Linda. Relax. It's not that bad. Hey, what's that up ahead?
Oh, God. There's someone in the road. I think there's been an accident. Are you all right?
Oh no, Linda! Oh no!
Alan keeps turning around like, we're really doing this right now?
Tell him to watch out for the truck! Watch out for the truck!
My God, Mark?
And there you have it. A vicious cycle, brutally punctuated by the blast of an air horn and screaming metal. Many roads are dangerous, but none more so than the one that leads away from Night Springs.
Okay, the narrator says it was brutally punctuated by an air horn,
Magic,
but...
parlor tricks, smoke and mirrors.
What?
But for some, magic is more than that. It's a way of working the secret machinery of reality itself. And more than one member of that Eldritch Brotherhood can be found in Night Springs.
There's 2 episodes?
Tonight's episode, What's in a Name? We find an old man standing on an old, rusting, derelict bridge, leaning his bony frame against the cold steel. And though he looks idle, he is hard at work. His young apprentice attends to him, as good apprentices do.
Yes, yes. Coming along nicely. Don't you think, boy?
Yes, Magus.
Sir, we've been getting some complaints. Are you defacing the bridge?
Oh. No, I wouldn't do that.
Sir, I can see the screwdriver in your hand and the scratches on the steel beams. You've been spotted doing this all over town.
Yes. I have been very busy, but I'm no vandal, officer.
Exactly what are you up to, sir?
He's writing his name on the town.
The youngster is correct. I'm writing my name, my whole name, the entire and complete description of my soul on the town. I'm almost done.
Yeah? Well, all I see is an old man tagging public property.
Oh, I should bow down to the wisdom of your years? Words have power, young man. Names and titles especially.
Uh-huh. And, what's your name supposed to be?
Tell him, boy. Tell him while I finish the carving.
Officer, it's...
Say my name, boy. Say it.
It's Night Springs, officer.
But isn't that's the name of the town, isn't it?
Yes, it is from now on.
Wait, where'd he go? Hey, where is he?
Oh, officer. You know where he is, and what he is, don't you? I think you should get in your car and drive away, and remember which town you're serving. Your will be done, Magus.
Ah, yes. There are too many little towns to count, all of them with some little magic of their own. But some towns have more personality than others, and none more so than Night Springs.
I wonder if that's supposed to, like, actually be the story of Night Springs, or if that's just like a story, you know, one of the one-off stories. But it's interesting though. And it's interesting that it's the second, I think that's the only TV in the game that has 2 Night Springs, now that I think about it. You gonna open the door? Okay. Ouch. Nope. Okay, so we just gotta get it to open the door for us without creaming us. Ouch. Well, okay. Whatever.
Ow, ow! I'm here! Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
Oh, now I have... Oh, I was gonna say, now I have a flashlight all of a sudden, but it's just Barry.
Ow! I'm over here!
Sorry, I was trying to leave you behind.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there!
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
You know, something I just thought about, where did Alan even get the gun from? Like, when Hartman shows up and he points the gun, and Alan points the gun at him, where'd that gun come from? We picked up the keys, but I don't remember ever picking up a gun. Don't trust Emil. Yeah, no kidding. Got that impression.
Al, be
careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia
Nope,
that
we
littered the area,
already read this one.
surrounding an unlikely...
Okay, well, let's...
For the moment, Barry was just
choose one at
glad he had
random.
survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Oh no, Barry! Oh shit.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
No, apparently that didn't work out for him.
Fighting it makes people...
I was just wondering if there's going to be any more revolver ammo, because I'm getting a little low.
2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening. You sleep like a baby. That way we don't have any trouble. I don't have to punish anybody. Stop struggling.
Nope. Guess I could have used that 10 seconds ago. Okay, so apparently the idea is to lead him out there so you can run in here and grab the flare gun and then deal with it. Oh my god, walking down the steps cancels the reload. Come on. Come on. This is basic stuff, guys. Here we go.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Yeah, sounds like it's probably better off that he didn't have Alice. What? Okay, hang on. I need to switch the mouse button that I have for... Yes, okay. Uh-oh.
For the moment, Barry was just...
Well, apparently that was not the right one to choose at random before. Emil made Tom do it. Well, that's interesting. If you remember the sundial thing on the balcony, it did say that Emil and Tom had been friends, so... Oh, uh-oh. Ambush. It sounds like there's some backstory between Tom Zane and Emil that we haven't gotten yet.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Yeah, I have to assume this is not the first or even second time Hartman has been punched in the nose. The dude's a pretty big dick. Seems to be a lot of ammo right here. Surely that does not mean anything.
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, it! Don't worry about it!
Sooner rather than later, Barry.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
What? What? Where did this dude? Oh my god.
It's gotta be here! Just hang on, Al! Around the corner! We gotta go! Get in the car! Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I love how Barry kept the pop-up stand.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
It's amazing they both can walk away from that shit.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! And don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Alan,
Barry,
can we move a little faster?
Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
He really is carrying the cutout poster.
You have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Have some more faith in your friend. Barry's the man. Oh, what the fuck?
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
I wonder if there's like a way to get the manuscript in like chronological order, because seems pretty fucking out of order sometimes. You get pages for stuff that happened, you know, like last chapter we got pages about Alan trapping Hartman in the office with the dark place, and then we're getting pages now about Walter and Danny, and that happened like at the beginning of the game. I wonder if, like, reading the pages as they happen, you know, in the order that they're supposed to be read. There's like a flashlight or a gun or anything around here? And remember, in the regular game, I don't have infinite, like, you don't have infinite sprint. Like, you sprint for about 5 seconds, and then you have to slow walk while all the shit's chasing you.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Yeah, like, Nightingale is dead set on killing this guy. We've never even met Nightingale before, you know? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does he want Wake dead so bad? I mean, obviously it's because that is his role in the story that the Dark Presence and Wake are writing, but still, his whole thing doesn't make any sense at all.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Like, you could totally excise Nightingale from the story and just have, you know, the cops chasing Wake, but they don't. And his role, you could just get rid of it. I don't know how else to say it, but okay. I'm sure there's a thermos or a page or something out here that I'm gonna miss. But that wasn't even a checkpoint or anything. Weird. I'm gonna think about mullet time every time that happens now. Every dodge, I'm gonna think about mullet time. It's very funny to hear Remedy people complain about marketing and bullet time, though.
For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Here we go, heavy duty flashlight.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Now, it still takes a long time for things to get destroyed with the flashlight, but it takes marginally less time.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Thank you, James McCaffrey.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
He's not doing a very good job.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Oh, nope, these are definitely not manuscript pages. That one plant is awkwardly lit. There's nothing there. Okay, well. This is a manuscript page.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Okay, hang on just 1 second. I will be right back. Okay. Oh, wow. The Taken are filled with darkness. Oh, was that a thermos back there? Whoa, what? Well, that was unexpected. Oops.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Barry?
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
The front door was locked. I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Yeah, sorry. No one ever claimed that Alan was actually a good writer.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
So, now we're getting a little bit more of a feel of what's happening. So, the Alan that we are viewing through the TV is the real Alan, right? And we are playing a fake Alan that he has written into his own story. We are you know, it's kind of like a meta take on a video game. We are playing the part of like, you know, they call Gordon Freeman like the silent protagonist, but like it's in a way that, you know, you, the player, are supposed to feel like the character in the game. We are taking over the puppet to move along this fake Alan in the real Alan's story. And I think that is one of the reasons why people were kind of hesitant about how the AWE expansion for Control was working, is that this is an example of Alan creating a fake character that is actually in the world now to move along his story. And because of how the AWE expansion is presented, it calls into question whether Jesse and the FBC were real before Alan generated them for his story as a way to escape the Dark Presence. Spoilers, I guess he didn't. I mean, we knew that because we already played Control, but like, spoilers, this doesn't work. And so it kind of makes you wonder whether Control or Jesse are real, and they are parts like chess pieces that Alan is using in his story, or whether they were completely fabricated. And I prefer to think that Jesse is a standalone person, you know? I don't like...
Yes, Danny, huh?
I don't like the idea that she's completely fabricated. Come on.
I could climb out through the broken window.
Can you? You don't seem to be doing it. There.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Wait, was this available the whole time? No.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Alan, you gotta have more faith in your friend. What? Oh. I thought it was telling me to go around. Oops. Ah, flashbang, yes. I have to imagine them setting up this ranger station. They were they were just like, we're setting this up so we can keep an eye on you two assholes to make sure you don't do anything stupid. Well, in this instance, I only have the double barrel shotgun, so I think it's probably better to have the hunting rifle just because it holds more ammo.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Thank you, Pat. Pat's a pretty nice guy. He's been helping us out. Yeah, you see in the distance, there's another version of that plant. It's just, for some reason, lighting does not seem to affect the model for some odd reason. So it's just full bright all the time. Oh, okay. So this is a little bit of an in-joke. In Evil Dead, this is the car that Ash has. And him and Sam Raimi, that was like his car, his actual car that they use in Evil Dead, and he just uses that car, or like he cameos that car in every movie that he makes, much like he has Bruce Campbell cameo, and most often but not always his brother. So that's a little movie joke for you. Uh-oh. Apparently I cannot just drive up. Yeah, I'm not sticking around to try to fight that thing. Fuck that. This is the Anderson farm, and it is very large. Oh, looks like there's something over there. Hey, a new one.
Hartman had never felt as anxious as during the week after Maud had managed to lose the Wakes. Their car stood by the path that had once led to Diver's Isle. Hartman thought about Thomas Zane's cabin in the depths. It was only a matter of time before Wake started writing. They had to be found, and fast. The moment he heard on the police radio that Sheriff Breaker had picked up Wake, he was already in his car driving toward town.
Very, you know, very normal for a therapist to have a police scanner. Ambulance chasing people. To do what? Oh shit, I was using I had the flare gun equipped. Shit. Well, that wasn't right. See, this is with the super flashlight, man. On Nightmare, things just take way too long.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Oh, hey. No cutscene. No cutscene.
Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Here we go.
God damn.
I don't know why the cutscene is all slow-mo and shit.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson. Shut up and shoot.
Okay, well, I better be able to get out there again, because I want that.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can tell us one of the firewalls here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped!
Hey, shut up, Barry. I'm trying to listen to the music.
I'll try to get the stage lights on!
It sucks that they don't have the subtitles for the music going on right now.
Point of my life? Really? Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it! God damn it!
I can't really fault Barry for this one.
There! Back in the game! Yes!
Oh, damn it, I missed.
Oh! Did I miss?
Ouch. That's pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
That was awesome!
See, Barry thinks so.
Wright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Oh, damn, I missed another one. Could use that 30 seconds ago, too.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Yeah, I'm just getting some stuff. Oh, hey.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out
No,
rider.
we already read
The
this
man
one.
was sleeping off one hell of a night.
Ugh. Okay, well, let's choose one at random.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
This guy sounds like he really sucks shit. Just imagine if Max Payne had a sequence like that. And this won't be the last time. I mean, obviously we have Control, and then they take it even... Sam goes way further in Alan Wake 2.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Maybe it has something to do with that switch up there.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Barry is awesome and carries his dumbass friend Alan Wake all the time.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al? They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Yeah, anybody remember how the Osbournes were a thing for a while because of MTV doing a reality show on them? Do the kids know of Ozzy Osbourne nowadays? Does anybody know that name?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in its soft
Springs.
embrace,
Man,
somewhere
brings back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a
real
way of
writing
forcing
job. What got
themselves
you
into
started?
waking life,
Oh, is this one of
or
your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat...
Oh.
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Wait, what's the revelation there?
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids, please don't wait.
I got a wife and kids, no.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
So, like I mentioned before, they kind of retcon this whole part of their past in Alan Wake 2 to tie it into Warland
looked
Door.
Imposing, almost like a battering ram.
And if I don't get tired of Remedyverse games before we get there, we will see how that works. The Old Gods of Asgard, 1975 Ragnarok Tour. Be Odd, AWE, it's the word, by Celestial Wrath and Fury. Can I just drop down? No. Oh, finally. actually breaking through their shield in a decent amount of time now. Piss off.
Planting the crops is hard work.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
I only have one player. God damn. Hey, fuck you, dude. It's really hard to get a beat on this guy. Okay, now we're gonna use a flare.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Be careful, Al!
That was pretty close.
Good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
I just kind of pulled the trigger, hoping it would work. I didn't hear like the shield breaking noise, so I just kind of winged it. Thought I heard some kind of noise. Maybe it's up. Aren't I already using the heavy-duty lantern? What's the word?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods. Kidding me?
Who could have foreseen this? Oh, at least that wasn't too terrible with a hefty amount of flash grenades.
There are 65 billion cows and pigs in the world.
I didn't know that. Probably less now because of global warming. I'm guessing I'm about to be ambushed right now. Wait. Can I shoot this? Okay. It's just a fake.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man.
What happened to my poster? You were taking care of it.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Yeah. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
old gods now know the truth. Gonna say now the truth? That doesn't make sense.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Whoa. Uh-oh. Well, we better keep an eye out.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry about Alice. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Aw, two bros. Uh-oh, the lights have gone out.
Damn it.
Oh shit, the missing week revealed, just like the manuscript promised.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy, drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away. But I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh, shit. I think it's okay to let this song play. Because it's the bespoke music.
Now the muse she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace, and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened waves. Till in the stillness of wonder, and still in its misty crown, the muse she went down to the lake, and in the waves she drowned. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny. The poet came down to the lake to call out to his dear. When there was no answer, he was overcome with fear. Searched in vain for his treasure lost, and too soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back as his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her eyes. We're in a morning gown, sweet words as her disguise. He took her in without a word, for he saw his grave mistake, and vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake. Now if it's real or just a dream, one mystery remains, for it is said on moonless nights they may still haunt this place. set free. You will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, go mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny.
Actually, a good song. You know? Okay.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together, we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
The clicker.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Walkery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not
You haven't
gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there.
See,
Follow me.
and here we have the thing I've been complaining
We're sitting
about.
ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Like, that was the entirety of Agent Nightingale's purpose in the story. Like, he chases and gets angry at Wake for no reason, and then he just gets whisked off through the doorway, and that's it. That's his whole story.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
It's just ridiculous to me. I don't like it. Barry. What are you doing, buddy? Huh. There seems to be a knocked over police car.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light, and I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
I don't know. Being in a helicopter seems not safe right about
Wheeler,
now.
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride,
Oh.
but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Listen close.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
My hangover wants you to shut up and get to work.
Hello, Mr. Breaker? This is Barry Wheeler. Yeah, I know it's late, but listen, the sheriff, Sarah, asked me to tell you something. She says Night Springs, okay? So I guess she... Yes, sir. Okay, No, she's okay. She's just busy, so she asked me to... Oh, no. Actually, I'm a literary agent, sir. I'm just helping her out because she's busy right now. Well, the one you'd most likely be familiar with is Alan Wake. You're kidding? Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir. I'll tell Al you said that. That's really nice. But listen, I really need to make some more calls here. You got the message, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, thanks, sir. Bye now.
And here
Hey,
you have...
Sheriff's dad is a big fan, Al. Said you're the best thing to happen to crime fiction since James Elroy. I think he was a little drunk, though.
This is how we connect into Control and the FBC.
Hello? This is Barry Wheeler. I'm calling on behalf of the sheriff. Sarah says Night Springs. Okay? Okay, bye. Hello? Hi, Barry Wheeler. I have a message from Sarah. Night Springs. Okay? Bye now. Hello, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. Barry Wheeler calling for Sheriff Breaker. She asked me to tell you... Wheeler? Ma'am, she asked me to... No, I'm... Yes, but the sheriff asked me to... Yeah, I think this is gonna take a while, Al. You better get going. Ma'am, Yeah, but... No, wait. Ma'am, please,
Now at this point, I think we see a thing that talks about...
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
We do find like a memo or something that mentions her dad's secret society in a while, but it doesn't have, or like, either it doesn't have a name specifically or it has a different name. I think at one point, like in Quantum Break, there's a little Easter egg called, like, there's some graffiti on the walls.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
There's some graffiti on the walls that say, like, AWE. That's, it's a little callback to well, I'm not sure if it's a callback. Anyways, so things get a little messed up, but the point that I'm trying to get at is that the acronyms and everything that would eventually be in Control, Sam hadn't settled on at this point, and it was just like, especially back during, you know, Alan Wake 1 time, he had, you know, FBC and all that stuff. They were just kind of ideas in his head floating around, so nothing's like a clear connection to Control yet. I mean, looking back on it, yes, we could say this is actually what it's supposed to be, but when he was developing this game, none of that was set in stone. Can I have my big super lantern back? Okay, let's try and, oh, well, okay, let's just jump.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ow, damn it! That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Okay, but how are you gonna light the helicopters so that it does not get attacked by the darkness at all times? That seems like a pretty pertinent point that we're neglecting to think about.
Keep an eye out! They're moving!
Damn, she's on it.
Look out! Over here, Wake! The chopper's in the other direction!
Yeah, but I want some ammo. Nope. Come on. Alright. Okay, let's unequip the flare gun so we don't waste it on a regular guy again. Oh, hey. Actually, how many of those do I have? 95 out of 100. Not too bad. Oh, more ammo, huh? Okay. I won't say no. Unless I have to say no.
The air smelled of fish. This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
This smells like a trap, though. Yeah. Guess you saved my ass there, Breaker. That seems like a trap. Oh, actually, one round low. Okay, wait, what? Where'd Sheriff Breaker go? She was like behind me and shot the guy behind me, right? I didn't imagine that. Where the fuck is she? Where'd you go, Sheriff? Ah, yes, heavy duty flashlight.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake. New Yorkers were rude.
It's so funny, Alan.
You have the right to remain silent. I understand these rights.
No, get off me! This could be another bad stretch.
Oh, I don't have any flash grenades.
Wake, over here! There's light! I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
It's an ambush.
Yeah, it's always an ambush.
Oh, no you don't!
That sounds bad.
Keep shooting! Let's go, Wake. Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
What?
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha. The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
The keys aren't upstairs, Wake.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
I'm looking anyways. Can't stop me. Good thing the TV works without the power.
A fusion of vigilance, conscience, and uncompromising clarity of vision. A need so fundamental, it permeates our very being. And yet, a man may be brought to his knees in a single heartbeat. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, taken in his prime. For young Manny, the night hasn't been kind. He's a marked man, selected for a lifetime of servitude after answering an ad in the newspaper. But first, a little field surgery is required.
Well, well, look what I found.
Ah, please, no!
Yeah, I think you're just about ready for it.
Best if you don't resist this, kid. We gotta beat it out of you.
What? I don't understand. What did I do? I just wanted to get a job in the service industry. Well, you're gonna serve all right.
No! Please! There it is! It's coming out now. Right between the self-esteem and the childhood traumas. What are you doing to me?
Quit squirming. There, I got it. Believe me, kid, this free will thing is more trouble than it's worth.
What was that? Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Manny.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
We'll tell you all about that. Don't you worry.
Another vacant worker ant, birthed in fury and violence for the pleasure and convenience of ruthless and malicious men. Stranger things can happen in Night Springs.
You don't even have to go through all that trouble. You can just... Oh, hey. You can just be a multi-billionaire and steal everybody's wealth. Seems like it's a lot easier nowadays.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Uh-oh. Can I please get a better flashlight? Oh, hey. Thank you.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
It's not recorded when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, a saloon, and hotel, all operating from the same building. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
What what am I supposed to do about it? Like, Jesus, not my fault. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but seriously, don't be yelling at me. I'm trying to stop this. We're trying to get out of here. Okay, that's not yellow paint. That's just the tree clipping through the cement.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
Oh, hey, it's not a loop, it's a spiral. The within side. Okay. Good father, bad father. The human island, choose and contemplate. Bob the bear going shopping. Okay. I guess. Oh, manuscript.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Hey, so it turns out that the Lady of the Light has been leaving all these caches for us. Thank you, Cynthia.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
You may be a little eccentric, but you've been saving our ass for the whole last 8 hours. church events fall schedule: Sunday school, Bible study, Bright Falls Knitting Club meetings, Deerfest Candle Night, Deerfest morning service, Presbyterian Choir watery visit, annual charity bake sale. Okay, well, nothing interesting. Getting some minor visual glitches.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Hell yeah, Barry. This is why he's the man. Alan wishes he could be Barry Wheeler. Wow. What's going on with this truck? What the fuck? Can't even see what the hell I'm looking at. Oh, no, wait. I want the... What is going on here? Maybe we should be driving that car. Holy shit. You couldn't get the darkness near that thing.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break.
Okay, if I just stay next to this truck, will I be safe? Look at this thing. Oh, fuck. I have a flare gun equipped.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
I can see this is the genesis of the enemies and control, like the banshees, because they go invisible and run all around.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Wait, it took you like 2 seconds. You couldn't have done this beforehand?
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story.
No, we already did this one.
Again and again. Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Okay, now keep in mind this part. The Alan, she could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. That will come into play much later.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Now that's what I call teamwork.
Did you call 911?
Guess that one saw the light. Huh? You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
Look at
What are
Barry.
the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
Do you remember in Control when Langston was talking about Christmas lights and I said that, and I mentioned Barry? This is our friend Barry with the ultimate protection. Oh, missing kitty.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Lots of visual glitching. I apologize for this. Oh, and it's Alice trapped in the dark, of course.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
I didn't even kill the big guy? Fuck you, man. Hey Barry, where's your magic headlamp? I thought you said it killed him in one hit.
I'm never gonna get used to this.
helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Are we still, like, not entirely clear on the needing lights to cover the helicopter part? I feel like we should take care of this first. Oh, and we got another glitching truck. Oh, and now we got a glitching helicopter.
You will never get her back.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
That's not comforting.
Put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Hold on! Ow!
Son of a bitch!
I mean, she was like 5 feet off the ground. I should have just let it go.
Wait, we're gonna have to shake these things. We'll meet up at the plant.
And of course, I lost all my guns. And I'm back to the basic flashlight. Hopefully this segment will be a little lighter on the visual glitches.
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
What? The darkness wears her face. Yeah, that was not correct, Alan.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the Old Gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
This is good work for a night. I can let the memory heal. I will remember you with me on that beat. When
Yeah, so they have. This is by like the Poets of the Fall. So I'm not sure if I went into this in Alan Wake. I think I talked about it in Control. So these guys are friend. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me right now? They're friends of Sam Lake, right? And the actual like real life band name is Poets of the Fall. And then when they contribute to Sam Lake's games, they go under the pseudonym of I guess that's what you call it, of Old Gods of Asgard. And as you can see, they brought them in as characters in this game, and then in Alan Wake 2, like they did with Control, they go really heavy into combining live action and the in-game characters, and you actually see like the actual band members show up as the Old Gods of Asgard in certain moments. Holy shit! Okay, well, fuck off, guys. Oh, hey, there's a thermos here. I can't remember if they actually have any poets of the, or like any songs under the Poets of the Fall in future games.
Power plant glowed.
There might be one in Quantum Break.
Close, but I had to find a way across.
And like in Control, I know you see a when you find the hidden acoustics room, there is a Poets of the Fall album cover.
Most of us are skilled professionals.
Oh boy. No, don't die. God, this combat is like so annoying. I do not enjoy any of this.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Unfortunately for her, she won't be able to rest for a long time. And even then, she has a pretty bad ending, very sadly enough. After all the work she does for protecting the town, things don't go well.
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
Lots of visual glitching. I'm not sure what to do about this. I don't like it.
Children of the Elder God lyrics by Old Gods of Asgard. The first verse and chorus. Warriors, torchbearers, come redeem our dreams. Shine a light upon this night of otherworldly fiends. Odin's might be your guide. Divorce you from the sane. Hammers away will have it say, rise up in their name. O memory and thought, jet black and clawed, children of the Elder God, scourge of light upon the dark.
I don't think I've ever heard that word pronounced scourge. There's always a turnstile. What is it with Remedy and turnstiles?
More birds!
Oh, uh-oh, I fucking missed it. God damn it.
Are we men dreaming of being butterflies, or butterflies that dream of being men? Such philosophical concerns are by necessity abstract. And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Hello, Martha. What did you want to show me?
Oh, Lydia, thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
Oh, Martha. Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't it just? I found it here this morning.
It's like it isn't there, but oh, I can't look straight at it.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
How did you get here?
Well, I'm trying to work.
Did you put this thing here?
In a way. To be more precise, I put everything here but that.
Really? But what is it?
Oh, I guess the temptation is to call it a hole, but it's really an absence, a profound lack of reality.
In Martha's basement?
Yes, I was doing so well, too. I came up with 2 old ladies and put something really weird in the basement. It was a great start, but I'm completely blocked now. I can't imagine what I was up to.
Well, surely it's just an ordinary basement.
Is it? Why did you call your friend here, then?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Couldn't you just ignore it?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. It would probably turn into a plot hole. Might be one already. Could sink the whole enterprise.
Oh my.
Listen, ladies, not to be rude, but I'm really not at all sure where I'm going with this, and you're just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
Well, if you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Or is that too moronic?
Is that too moronic? Indeed. Who can tell? It's a fine line between the stupid and the sublime. In Night Springs.
You know, sometimes I get the feeling like these were just like 2 grandmas or the moms of 2 Remedy employees, and that was one of their houses, and they just did like a quick film in there. Sometimes like the budget feels like that, you know. They just had an idea and were like, they called up their mom and say, hey, can we borrow the basement for the afternoon so we can film something real quick?
You're almost at the power plant. Keep going. We'll give you support.
Like, I can almost guarantee that's actually what they did. And, like, you know, small-time actors in Finland, and they just went out, like, the last one before this, they just got 3 guys and went out into the woods behind someone's house and filmed it real quick. You're supposed to give me support, guys. Shine the light on them and not on me. Yes, shine the light on them. Do something. Oh, I need that flare. Using a flare to pick up the flare. Oh, maybe we should just run then. Okay, my cat's getting antsy, so hopefully this chapter will be over soonish.
We can't stay here. Get inside. Call us when you know what the plan is.
Man, what is with these flashing lights? I don't like it. Not only are they ugly, but I get headaches. Have you ever noticed how all the Taken enemies in this game are men?
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
I should say masculine, not men. Huh? Well, I better hope that I can get around there.
Hold it right there!
Okay.
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time! Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you. It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice?
Oh my
Will it
God.
Get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe.
I guess I'm not getting that page.
It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Okay, maybe I am going back out there. Seriously, this is like a Taken wrecking crew right here. You could just drive right through town.
The Poet and the Muse, lyrics by Old Gods of Asgard, the chorus. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the Lady of the Light, gone mad with the night. Find the Lady of the Light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. Weaver had sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
I know. Cat's definitely getting antsy. Never go out at night.
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, wasn't too terrible. No, Alan! Shit. Okay, what'd I do?
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Started here, right? That's wrong. Of course I got it in one try the first time, and now I can't remember what the fuck I did. Okay, good enough. Okay, Alan, this time do not fall off. Huh? Keep the lights on.
Who designs these things?
Uh-oh.
The transponder yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Take care of your tools.
Yeah, see you guys later. Oh, of course. Oh, he survived? What? Okay, survive that. Cynthia, can you let me back in now? Okay, hopefully this is the end of the chapter.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, come. The pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
Okay, I guess this isn't the end of the chapter.
At least I didn't have to worry about her. She knew how to stay safe.
Man, what is with all these fucking glitches?
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
I didn't even notice that the log. Oh, and there's a manuscript on it too.
Children of the Elder God lyrics by Old Gods of Asgard, the second verse and chorus. Scratching hag, you can rake your claws and gnash your crooked teeth. You've taken slaves like ocean waves, now feel the ocean seethe. Father Tor bless the war between the dark and light. In their songs, let their wrongs bring disillusion's night. O memory and thought, jet black and clawed, children of the Elder God, scourge of light upon the dark.
Kind of taking a chance that I wasn't gonna fall off the edge there.
Barry! Sheriff Breaker! Sarah!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Barry! Barry! Ow! Over here! Hang in there, I'm coming!
Get the hose right there! Keep shooting! Light 'em off! Hold it right there! Stay back! You know when to make an entrance, Wake. We were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The Flaming Eye of Mordor?
Laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
I don't think I have enough, or there's no hunting rifle ammo in there, so it's. I would switch right now, but I don't think I have enough ammo to justify it. And I got 32 shotgun rounds, so.
When you spend most of your night running uphill while a crazy bunch of demon hicks try to take your head off with an axe, you know your helicopter crash landed in Night Springs. Ooh, I should have kept that gym membership.
You see those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
You can't be
Something moving out there.
right.
What the hell is that thing? It's everywhere! Oh crap, there's more than one of them!
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
Ah! Al! Do something!
Well, they're a little fast for my flashlight
He's
to
too
actually
fast.
do anything.
I can't get a shot.
Just keep going up the hill, guys.
No, there! Al, they're all over the place!
How many of them are there? Where'd that one go?
Ah, this can't be happening!
Yeah, I don't really like these guys.
Bad. This is really bad.
Come on, Barry. Let's go.
Was that it? Are we safe?
That was... wow. I think we're okay.
Hey, Al, I got a bad feeling.
Wake, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh no! Oh
This time I actually want to have the flare gun equipped.
They're coming! We have to hold them off! Stay back!
no! Oh no! Oh no!
Freeze!
Barry, where's your flare gun at?
Right there!
I swear this is the slowest elevator in the world!
It's almost here, Wake. Just hold on! Stay back!
It's here! Al, let's go! Ow!
Al, the button!
You could hit the button. Clearly you can see I'm in the elevator.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
Let's be careful, okay?
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'd like to wrap this up too. I think all of these episodes are just a little too long.
Button down so we can get in.
You want to bet this thing blows up in about 30 seconds? God, I hate that. What is causing that? Anytime now. I did hit the button, right? Oh, hold to open. Fuck. Well, that would explain why nothing's happening.
out there.
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, Wake. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Ow! Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
Well, at least I got that one right.
You gotta be kidding me. Down, boy.
How much further do I have to go?
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain.
Oh my god. It's starting to hurt. Like physically. It's starting to give me a headache.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight would even the odds.
Yeah, turret section only works if the turret actually hurts the bad guys.
Enough. You will go no further. Stop now.
If you want me to stop, why'd you just open the passage to get me there? No. Uh-oh. And the game just crashed. Oh, fuck me. Come on. see how far back we are. Okay, I guess that's not terrible. It's not great, but could be worse.
Fishing can be a hobby or a job.
I was ridiculously outnumbered.
Oh, and the volume is back to being broken, of course. I know. Okay. My cat is really wanting me to stop streaming. I would like to stop streaming. Just fuck off already, guys.
Enough. You will go no further. Stop now.
Please tell me this is the end.
You made it. Well done. I'm glad I was wrong, but it was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is
She's
no
going crazy.
shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Hey man, after this, I'm gonna be living in one of these rooms.
There's an old army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
Actually, now that I think about it, you're gonna hear about this place in Alan Wake 2.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Oh, okay. So, Zane is a real person who wrote a thing before Alan existed. But Alan wrote about Zane, writing about Alan, about Zane, about Alan. And then there's the diver Zane, who is a different Zane, and then there's the Thomas Zane in Alan Wake 2, who is another Zane. Okay, since this is Poets of the Fall, I'm gonna let this run out for the end of the stream, and then I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Apologies for the weird graphics glitches. It's giving me a headache. And apologies for the crash right at the end. That wasn't cool either. But at least we got... The checkpoint was pretty close to where we were, so it wasn't that bad.
Like moving in slow motion.